Tonight on Out and About.
We want you to be able to feel like you're relaxed and spend time in our green space, play cornhole, play Jenga, have a cocktail, and some delicious food.
Creating that new tradition for fans, I think it's really special and something that fans can look forward to on game days.
My philosophy on cooking is fresh, seasonal food that you would have on our table at our house.
A 45-minute special program where one of our educators is going to take you behind the scenes.
Go Out and About.
We're really excited about Fenton because we are bringing a place to Cary like no other. People will be able to experience chef-driven restaurants, luxury apartments, high-end retailers, art. At Fenton, we want you to be able to feel like you're relaxed and enjoy time to come out and spend time in our green space where you can play cornhole, play Jenga, have a cocktail, and some delicious food.
When they come to Colletta, the place is great to start with. You look at the restaurant, everything is amazing. It's an open kitchen, so you can see us behind the counter do our magic in the kitchen, and people can see how we all move, what we're doing. The wood fire pizza oven is in plain sight, so everybody can see our pizza getting in and coming out looking fabulous. That is the goal of Colletta. It's a restaurant for everybody, for people who are familiar with Italian food and for people who are not familiar with Italian food. They come to Colletta, they're gonna be amazed. We got our amazing meatball, then we make in a house from scratch. We got our awesome pasta, then we make from scratch with our pasta dough. We got our pizza dough as well, then we make everything in a house, roll by hand. And I think that elevates the quality of the food we can offer. And I think that right there is the game changer of Colletta.
Paragon Theater has extreme viewing and the best seats in the house. You can have heated seats, reclining seats, and not only do they have that, they actually have an amazing bar outside. You can get food delivered to your seat, all via a QR code. We have the Allison 357 luxury unit apartments that will be opening soon. We're excited to bring something to this area where you can live in a walkable space. So not only do you have all this going on, we're creating unique artwork here as well as experience to enjoy every day.
We're excited to be here. Crew is kind of a different concept. It's a wine bar, but it's so much more than that also. We have the taste and share plates, which is really nice to pair with your wines. We have the pizzas from the fired pizza oven, and you have your nice entrees and stuff like that too. That's a little more elegant. So we offer a little of everything. You can bring the whole family here to eat. It's not just the taste and share is a nice thing, but you can bring the family and enjoy something for everybody. We braise this short rib for hours and hours to get it nice and tender where we want it at. The demi-glace has, some red wine, some beefiness to it, some veal stock. Finish it with the wild mushrooms. It goes with the butternut squash risotto. And that's kind of your earthy flavor, and then the richness of the demi-glace. Everything kind of plays well together there.
Come enjoy the best parts of Cary at Fenton. Follow us at Fenton NC on social or go online at fentonnc.com.
Welcome to the Greensboro Science Center and our Wiseman Aquarium. Fall is a great time to come inside the Wiseman Aquarium here at the Greensboro Science Center because it doesn't matter what the weather is like outside. It's always beautiful in here, and you can come and see some of our beautiful aquatic animals. You can watch our otters play, watch our African penguins waddle around, or see if you can spot our giant Pacific octopus hiding inside of its den. And then, if you're brave enough, you can come and see some of our sharks in our 90,000-gallon saltwater reef aquarium. We have a variety of different programs that you can experience here at the Greensboro Science Center, and you do have to sign up for these ahead of time. And those include things like our penguin encounter, our zoo trek that runs on Saturdays and Sundays through November 6th, and our aquarium adventure. Now, an aquarium adventure is a 45-minute special program where one of our educators is going to take you behind the scenes to do some special encounters with some of our aquarium animals. Now, one of the things that you'll get to do on those aquarium adventures is to touch and feed our stingrays. Well, the stingrays that we have here are called cow-nosed rays, and they're called cow-nosed rays because they have these really cute rounded noses, and they are also really soft. They don't have scales like bony fish have, and they don't have sharp teeth. They only have flat plates. So when you're going to feed them, you're going to feed them with your hands, and you'll be able to feel them suck the fish right out of your hands. Now you'll also be able to go back behind the scenes to see some of our jellyfish and how we propagate or breed those jellyfish. You'll even be able to touch those jellyfish if you're brave enough. Now the jellyfish that we'll be able to touch here at the Greensboro Science Center are called moon jellies. And moon jellies can be found all around the world. And you might be surprised to know that it's okay to touch them. They have a very, very, very mild sting, which most humans don't even feel. And to me, they feel a little bit like really wet jello. Then you'll go to the top of Shark Reef and look down at the top of Shark Reef, a view that not very many of our guests get to see. And you'll be able to feed some of the fish at the top of Shark Reef. Finally, you'll make one more stop to go over and see some of our seahorses behind the scenes. And we often get to feed those seahorses. Now the seahorses are an SSP. That means that they are an endangered species. They're part of that species survival plan. So we do breed them very often here and share them with other facilities. So when you come back for an aquarium adventure and you get to see those seahorses, you might see some of our breeding colony, or you might even see some of the baby seahorses. Well, it is really unique and very special to be able to go behind the scenes, because that is not something we get to do every single day. Now, our aquarium adventures are Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and you do need to sign up for those ahead of time. Now, they're for ages 6 and over, and you'll get to do some of those really special things that nobody else gets to do. So I hope that you will come and visit us this fall here at the Greensboro Science Center. To sign up for aquarium adventures and all of our other Inside Tracks program, you'll need to go to our website, greensboroscience.org.
Hello, I'm John Hiester for the Hiester Cares Foundation, and it's my privilege to share with you today about a Run Walk to Prevent going on October 22nd in Fuquay, Varina. See, the Hiester Cares Foundation and Ally Bank have partnered with the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention to bring awareness and to prevent. So according to AFSP, suicide is preventable. So come help us make a difference by running, walking, or volunteering at this 5K. So to run, walk, or volunteer, go to HiesterCares.com and sign up today.
Cafe Root Cellar is an ever-changing restaurant. We change our menu weekly and seasonally.
I'm Michael O'Donnell with Sit Mean Sit Dog Training, and this is Ripken. So you may recognize Ripken from the Durham Bulls as Ripken the Bat Dog, but what most people don't know is that he has now found a new job, and he is a dual sport athlete with NC State Wolfpack and retrieves their football tees. The idea for Ripken the Tee Retriever came about after our first Durham Bulls baseball game. I had some great video, and I sent an email over to NC State Athletics, which got to one of their reps very quickly, and within 10 minutes they had called us and said, hey, we want you to come out for a practice and see how he does, and we'll go from there. And ever since then, it's been a pretty big hit, I believe.
You know, Ripken being out there creating that new tradition for fans to look out for, I think it's really special and something that our fans can look forward to is experiencing on game days.
Once we step through the gates and he gets a couple hundred pictures probably with some of his fans as we walk through the gates, we get down on that field, and I mean, he is just amped to the max. He's whining, he's barking, he's super excited. He knows when he hears the fireworks go off, it's showtime, and it's his time to shine, because when those fireworks go off, it's kickoff, and he can't wait for that to happen.
It's very special for us to have kind of that partnership where we can have Ripken out and retrieve that tee. I think it makes the our kicking off a little bit more special overall when the fans can kind of track and watch Ripken run out onto the field and back, and it shows a lot to the program and everything that they're able to train a dog to be able to trust them enough to go out onto the field and grab the tee and come back without really any hesitation on it. It's definitely a positive reaction when Ripken's out there.
Until you're down there on the field and you see the crowd and you hear the noise, you see the lights, the players, how they respond to Ripken, how pumped they get when they see him. It's a experience that's hard to describe.
You good? You ready? You ready?
As far as the obedience that Ripken has at sit means sit, that's what we're training every client's dog. I don't hold anything back from my clients. We love seeing their dogs excel just as much as Ripken does. To me, that's the most important thing. He's still young, he's only 6, so he's got several years left, but in the future, I'm already grooming his heir to the throne, as I like to put it. It's actually his nephew, they are related, but we went with the name Rivers, after all our Wolfpack fans will know, Philip Rivers, to kind of give that NC State charm to him and hope they accept him just as much as they have Ripken when it's time for him to take over. So he's only 5 months old now, but he's already retrieving football tees and baseball bats, so he gets excited, just as excited as Ripken does. He's just a little goofier about it right now because he's a puppy.
Being able to see that come full circle and see how our fans have welcomed Ripken going out there and grabbing the tee, it's just been really special and something that we really enjoy that's unique to just our program.
He's happy on a baseball field, but he's a totally different dog when we get out here with this type of crowd noise. It's just a totally different environment for him. He thinks he's at Disneyland, I think.
Welcome to Cafe Root Cellar. Cafe Root Cellar is an ever-changing restaurant. We change our menu weekly and seasonally. I knew I always wanted to be a chef. My philosophy on cooking is fresh, seasonal, local food that you would have on our table at our house. I love Southeast Asian, I love Latin flavors. I'm Italian, so I love the Italian flavors. I put it all in a pot, shake it up, and then put it all on a plate. So by me choosing to be so local, it forces me to be adaptable, and so I have to go on the fly, and I see delicata squash, and I go, oh, I can use that in a salad or a pasta dish. Kind of makes us more adaptable and makes us more accessible to other options and not sort of pigeonholed into using what you can get at your regular grocery store or whatnot. We have some amazing farmers that are doing some amazing things, and I think we really need to showcase that here. Like a farmer might say, I have this thing, do you want to try it? Yeah, I do. Like it's fun for us, it's fun for them. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. We don't have it next week. Our menu changes weekly. I still keep a lot of the same things. I'll keep a crab cake on for X amount of months. The sides will change or things like that. We had watermelon in our crab cake, and now that watermelon is out of season, it's now butternut and apples. We'll definitely have pumpkin involved and delicata squashes, and there'll be lots of fall flavors. There'll be pears. We always have a flatbread. It's always gluten-free. We do try to take care of a lot of dietary restrictions, so my crab cakes are always gluten-free. We just put on an Irish beer cheese with pretzels that could still be around. We always have some sort of local fish. You really have to come and check it out because it'll change. You never know. But it'll definitely have fall flavors. And our brunch menu, I would say, is standard. It stays the same. I do not change that every week. We do a wonderful fried green tomato Benedict with strawberry hollandaise, and then we do obviously like a farm plate, egg, and that kind of thing. We do always a baked French toast. We do a farmer's market bowl, so that's whatever vegetables we pick up at the farmer's market, and we do it so that it can be gluten-free, and it can also be vegan, so we also offer vegan eggs and then a sauce on top. We call it fine dining, but very casual. Just come on down and hang out on our patio, have a beer, have a burger, eat some food, bring the dog, bring the kids. You can check us out at caferootcellar.com or at Facebook at Cafe Root Cellar or on Instagram.
Join us on October 16th for the Bull City Race Fest and again on November 6th for the City of Oaks Marathon.
Welcome to Oakwood Pizza Box. Oakwood Pizza Box is a family pizzeria where we really fixate on everything about the pizza, from the flour all the way through the ingredients and even the cook. In a lot of ways, Oakwood Pizza Box is a reflection of my life. Really wanted to make this that classic pizza place that I used to see when I was little. This has been a dream of mine for a while, to come back to pizza and do it again and apply a lot of those lessons that I learned along the way. In Oakwood Pizza Box, the pizza is 18 inches on the rounds, and then there's the square. The square itself is its own monster. Those are delicious because they're the crunchy edges, where it's a little bit more well done and the cheese sort of goes over the side and it's that perfect bite. That has become a legendary item, I think. Those are ones that definitely I recommend ordering early, because we can only make a certain amount. I mean, listen, this is all about a pepperoni pizza in a lot of ways, or a cheese pizza. Each ingredient is here for a reason, and we try to be minimalist in everything that we do. It's not a type of tomato that we buy, it's lots of tomatoes that we're watching. So as the lot or the crop changes on a tomato, we're actually going to alter the way that we make sauce. Our cheese is all whole milk, and there's no additives inside of the cheese, so there's no preservatives, so we have to keep this stock rotating very quickly. The pecorino is coming out of Sardinia, and that's going to be aged about a year. That goes on before we cook the pizza with the mozzarella. When it comes out of the oven, we're using Grana Padano that's aged 18 to 24 months. So Grana is like the cousin to the Parmigiano Reggiano. It really is what rounds out the flavor of the pizza and completes it. The cup and char pepperoni, it's gonna char up almost like a piece of bacon would. We get that little crunchy ring and then a little pool of grease in there, and that's that spicy, crunchy, savory, that's everything you need out of a pepperoni pizza. Oftentimes people try to add a bunch onto a pizza because it's not that good. This is sort of that opposite end of the spectrum, where try to take things off, and I bet you'll enjoy it even more. There's really not a wrong way to do Oakwood Pizza Box, because there's nothing on the menu that I wouldn't eat. I've taken a lot of what I learned in high-end restaurants, and I've brought that and distilled it into here. So in Oakwood, we have a reserve list. There's a wild champagne list. There's a wild Rhone wine list and Burgundy list. And it's a lot of things that pair really, really well with pizza. Champagne works very well with pizza, in particular because of its acidity. And then of course you have the fat from the cheeses, and the aged cheeses in particular, that makes champagne particularly great with pizza. For me, it's all about seeing the guest happy. And when you have that glass of wine or that bottle of wine and pair it with this pizza, and it makes it sing and dance, like, it's a really fun thing. Our newest venture is Little Pizza Box, and that is located inside of Ponysaurus Brewing in Durham. Little Pizza Box came about as a joke between Nick Hawthorne Johnson and myself, and then he actually came to me and said, I am going to make a pizza place in the closet, let's do it. It's been a lot of fun ever since. Building a pizza place in a closet is it's tricky. Almost like having a food truck, it just doesn't have wheels. The pizza in Little is different. They're 14-inch pizzas. They tie back to my history in wood-fired pizza. I think the pizza is outstanding and it works. If you're looking to place an order, the best way to do it is to go to our website. You could order your pie. You can even schedule it ahead of time. So if you know you want to pick up at 7 o'clock, you could do that. The website is oakwoodpizzabox.com. We're located at 610 North Person Street here in Raleigh. Really, it's a fun place. Try to keep a lot of energy in here and come in smiling, leave smiling.
I think what Ava Gardner represents to Johnston County is the fact that you really can be whatever you want to be. She grew up in very simple surroundings and she became one of the biggest movie stars in the world. We have a lot of special things planned. We've got a very exciting concert coming up. We'll have some movie screenings. We invite you to join us at the Ava Gardner Museum as we celebrate the 100th birthday of North Carolina's own Ava Gardner.
Hey y'all, It's time for the Walk for Hope at the Angus Barn, and this year we're doing it in person.
Yep, we're taking the bull by the horns.
So come out for a delicious lunch and music by the Embers Live.
Visit walkforhope.com to sign up now. This ain't no bull.
So bring your family and friends to join us and 3,000 others on Sunday, October the 9th for a walk, run, and festival.
Yeehaw!